Kris, what is our third main topic today?
This is from my own variant. Hey, John, Ray, Kris, and Rob. Okay, so back when they said John Cena was going to be in Fast and Furious, everyone talked about how cool it would be to see The Rock and him have a fight scene. Now that they're both in the DCEU, people have been wondering if we'd see Peacemaker versus Black Adam. Cena just said he'd love to see it. With both Johnson and Cena in the same universe, do you think we can finally see the rock bottom versus the attitude adjustment on screen?
All right, thanks a lot for saying that in. And okay, yeah, going back to the Fast and the Furious, there was, when we found out that John Cena was going to be appearing in it, and in that universe, a lot of people started wondering, well, hell, are we going to see The Rock versus John Cena at some point? Now, of course, that was made pretty unlikely by the fact that Vin Diesel and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson had a pretty public falling out, and it looked like he was never going to be in those movies again. So people got excited, but it was very unlikely. Then, once everybody started putting the pieces together, both John Cena and Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson were going to be in the DCEU, questions started to abound, including yesterday on this show. Somebody wrote into the show just yesterday. It's happened a lot, but as recently as yesterday, wondering, are we finally going to see now John Cena versus The Rock? A WrestleMania rematch, but this time in the DCEU, to which I replied, that would be a pretty damn short fight. Black Adam versus, I mean, God bless Peacemaker, but that's a real short fight. But still, you got a lot of people asking about it, a lot of people excited about the possibility. And one of the people excited about the possibility is John Cena himself. This is what he said. This comes from CBR, and John Cena said the following. I'll say the same thing every time with possibilities in this sort of universe. It would be an honor and a privilege to be able to perform with him, talking about Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Cena said in an interview with People magazine, I think there's still a passionate marketplace that wants to see him in. But I'm sorry, man, that's just not my choice, so I don't know. It's so far beyond me, it's beyond what I'm able to control. I think that the excitement is starting to build with fans, whether you talk about the conversation of Fast or you talk about it now with the DC Universe, Cena said at the time. I don't want to say we're on a crash course and it's inevitable. I want to because I'm a fan, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Tell me what he says.
I like that.
That's a nice one. Tell me what he says.
Tell me what he says.
Okay, so look, the thing we do know is that, yeah, they are both in the DCEU. They're both in the same cinematic universe. We haven't had The Rock yet, but we know that he is coming. He just, hasn't showed up yet. We know that John Cena is going to be around in the DCEU for a while with the incredible success of Peacemaker. Their number one viewed episode of any of their original programming for their finale. 44% growth over the course and the run of the 8 episodes. Crazy success they had with that. So he's going to be around for a while. They already announced Peacemaker Season 2. It is clear John Cena wants to have Peacemaker versus Black Adam. He wants Cena versus Rock. He wants to see this. And by the way, I really loved hearing him because there have been rumors and whispers over the years that Dwayne Johnson and John Cena actually don't like each other that much. But with that being out there, it's really cool to see John Cena say, hey, listen, it would be an honor to work with him on screen. It would be a pleasure. I want it. I'm a fan. I want this to happen. So that's pretty cool to hear. So I think that's really nice. And then that last line, tell me what he says. So there is no more social media savvy celebrity out there than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I'm fully expecting some kind of reply from him on his thing. Probably something about beating his candy ass and Peacemaker being under Black Adam's boot at some point. He'll put out some kind of response. But I'm going to be the wet blanket here.
Oh, man.
It's not going to happen.
You're not going to believe on your birthday?
I know, even on my birthday.
On your birthday?
And technically, it's not my birthday yet. My birthday's tomorrow, but...
Oh, I do like a whole week. I'm obnoxious.
I'm week. It's the week of Kris.
Krisonica.
Krisonica. I love it. That should be on everybody's Hallmark cards. I don't think it's going to happen. I really don't. First of all, we got to see if Black Adam's any good and if people like it at all or if it gets trashed. And I don't know. I'm choosing to believe Black Adam's going to be really good. I've been very excited about this ever since they announced it in 1914. It's been a big high thing up on my list to see Black Adam. It's been a long time. I think remember I was telling you the one birthday I was bummed out over was my 20th? I think that's when they announced The Rock was going to be playing Black Adam. It's been a little bit. So my excitement levels waned a bit because I've been excited for it for so many years. But first, number one, we got to see if that works out. Number two, narratively, it is difficult. Like we joked yesterday about saying that, it would be a really short fight. It really would be a very short fight. I mean, it's Black Adam can fight Superman. So unless they come up with some kind of narrative dynamic that says, well, in Injustice Gods Among Us, I don't know if you ever played it, but in Injustice Gods Among Us, you're like, well, wait a minute. How is Harley Quinn fighting Green Lantern?
Yeah.
Well, because they created this little pill. And they take these pills, it increases their muscle and bone density and all. So they give them an excuse why they can fight each other. So if they come up with some kind of narrative hook that says that, I suppose that would explain it. But I'm honestly, as much as I would like to see it, I don't think it's going to happen. Rob, what do you think? Do you think we could see Cena versus The Rock, a.k.a. Peacemaker versus Black Adam at some point?
Dude, all you'd have to do is say somewhere in Peacemaker's dad's arsenal, he has some kind of magic nullifying thing. And so Black Adam's powers are neutralized for a certain amount of time. Peacemaker hits him with it. But he'll be invulnerable, so his flesh would still be impenetrable by weapons. And Peacemaker just takes off his two guns or whatever and says, okay, we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. And you do a They Live style wrestling smackdown that lasts for like 10 minutes where they beat the hell out of each other. As a matter of fact, it's James Gunn. Do the entire episode as one long wrestling match where they just
53-minute on-screen fight.
How awesome would that be? And you just do every iteration of fight you've ever wanted to see between these two guys.
Oh my God.
Come on.
There's just chairs and it's a cage match.
I mean, it's all over the city. Yeah. They just throw each other into buildings. I mean, whatever.
The question is, which one of these two would actually be willing to lose to the other?
Oh, they do. It would end in a draw.
No. See, that's what I was going to mention.
It would always end in a draw.
The worst thing to ever happen in a boxing match, especially if it's a really good boxing match, is to end up with a draw. I just hate draws. That's why I think there should be 13 rounds.
But what could be cool is if at the end of this fight, whatever the magic nullification thing, it wears off. So Black Adam gets his powers back, and he could be on the verge of about to kill Peacemaker. Now he's got the powers back. And he says, you know what? I respect.
Well, see, and that's the thing.
Respect you.
They have a built-in excuse there because if Peacemaker loses to Black Adam, that's not jobbing because Black Adam is Black Adam.
Yeah.
Like there's no shame there in losing that fight, right?
But they weren't also, he wasn't also saying Peacemaker and Black Adam. He's also talking about a Fast movie too, a Fast and Furious
but
movie.
that went away. Everybody knew that was never going to happen.
Oh.
So that can't happen because Rock was never going to be in.
But if it were to happen, that's the situation I was talking about, where it's more even. Which one of them would be willing to lose to the other? And I don't see them actually wanting to lose.
Well, it would be right in The Rock's contract.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
John Cena would take a dive.
John Cena would take the dive
do it.
on screen for
And
that.
right now, too, we're only talking about them physically fighting. These two would vocal spar, and that's what I'm more interested in seeing.
it would
Is
be
Peacemaker
beautiful.
just
Oh my
talking mad shit about Black Adam, being like, "Look at you in your cute little Halloween costume." Okay.
Oh, man, that would be
that's
fun.
what I want. And then Black Adam can just lay him out.
Let's be real. Both of them look ridiculous in their costumes in the real world.
I know.
Yeah.
Black Adam looks pretty
His
good.
costume's pretty tight.
Black
but-
Adam looks pretty good in this one. Because nobody
Yeah.
can deliver lines like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I mean, Cena did great in Peacemaker with the lines they had, but all it would take is Black Adam showing up saying, "Listen up, Knuckle Puss," or something like that, and instantly I'd be on the floor laughing my guts out. So Knuckle Puss, there you go.
There you go.
Get that trending. Hashtag Knuckle Puss. Hey guys, we want to take a minute and thank the sponsor of today's video, the good folks at Keeps. Now look, you guys probably already know that 2 out of every 3 men will experience some form of hair loss by the time they're just 35 years old. Now that's where Keeps comes in because Keeps has more 5-star reviews than any of its competitors. That means the guys that use it love it. Keeps offers a simple, affordable, and stress-free way to keep your hair. It's also low cost. Treatments start as low as just $10 per month, and Keeps offers generic versions for the 2 FDA-approved medications to prevent hair loss. That means treatment plans are affordable, typically half the cost of pharmacy prices. Keeps has everything your hair needs delivered straight to your door with discreet packaging and proven results. Remember, prevention is the key. Treatments can take 4 to 6 months to see results, so the sooner you act, the better. When it comes to your hair, save more, spend less with Keeps. So if you're ready to take action and prevent hair loss, go to Keeps, that's KEEPS.com/Campea to receive your first month of treatment for free. That's Keeps, KEEPS.com/Campea to get your first month free. Keeps.com/Campea.
What about John Cena appearing in a Hobbs and Shaw 2 to fight The Rock?
Nah.
Is that even more possible than being?
Well, no, because like honestly,
I didn't see the last Fast. That's why. So I don't know.
Peacemaker was a great role for John Cena. It was custom made for him, and I thought he did great in it. He didn't fare so well in Fast 9. That was not a role for him, and he didn't come across well. And then it was a stupid ending. Like it's like I'm gonna take out Dom. I'm gonna take out my brother, but then he gets betrayed by the other bad guys, and all of a sudden he's back in the family. It's like what? I mean, so it was stupid. The audience didn't really. So I don't see why Dwayne Johnson would want
Family
that
means
character.
never having to say you're sorry. That's what the Fast and the Furious movies are about, I assume.
Yeah. So no, but just I think our mics hadn't come back on yet, but I just want to say yes, the Rock's tequila I've heard from many people is very good.
Tasty.
I've heard the Rock's, but again, as I was saying, what is better is aviation gin.
You know,
Aviation gin is even better.
I think that it is your birthday weekend. Why not make a little video and do a little tequila taste test? Or you know, I know you don't drink alcohol, but just take a little shot.
Why?
It's your birthday.
So do something that I find horribly unpleasant to celebrate my birthday?
You might have a good
hate
time.
the taste of alcohol. I wouldn't have a good time. I hate the taste of alcohol. And it's so funny because my wife, she keeps saying, "Oh, this is delicious. Try this." I'm like, "Honey, no. I think you might like this one." And I put it in my mouth and no, it's alcohol. That's all I taste. I hate the taste of alcohol.
Anne is the best.
Yeah, of course Anne's the best.
And she drinks.
Yeah, we should take a.
I was gonna say we'll do it
right now.
Yeah.
You got speaking to your mic. You got speaking to your mic, Rod.
Oh, sorry.
We should also have. We should just if we're gonna, you know, we should have an aviation gin bottle at arm's length all the time.
Okay, no.
Why not?
Well, it's funny because we will have some aviation gin bottles on the show here in a couple of days.
Yay!
But yes,
when you say bottles, they're gonna be filled.
I have
Right.
I have a anonymous benefactor who is shipping us a case of aviation gin.
I'm so excited it's happening.
So yes,
Can we
So-
make gin
delicious.
martini shaken not stirred? I'm sure aviation gin comes with like recipes for their
I mean,
martini.
and on that show, I will probably have a sip. I will have a sip
Oh,
of
that'll
gin.
be so fun.
I can't wait for that. When
Yeah,
you
Ann
bust
can't
out a
wait for it
move,
either.
we get you enough gin, you'll break
You'll
dance
break
like
dance
your
for
old
us.
the dance crew.
Anne is looking forward to it as well. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? John Cena saying he wants Peacemaker and Black Adam to throw down in the DCEU. He wants to be on screen with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He says it would be an honor and a privilege to do so. He's a big fan. Would you like to see it? I'd like to see it, but I don't think we will. What do you guys think? Jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.